Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Captain of Industry, or welcome if you're new. They've just dropped Update 3, which introduces trains, space, and asteroids, and a whole lot more, as you can tell by the patch notes. 0.7.0. It's massive, so pause this if you kind of want to read this and all this kind of stuff. There is so much that they've introduced into this patch. So without further ado, let's start a brand new game, and we're going to be going on the new map, which is Dragon Tail Isle. It's the largest map they released. 22 kilometers. We've got 3 starting locations. We've got easy, we have hard, and then we have insane. We are going to be starting on the easy location, and then we are going to be adding the realism and realism plus difficulty, which makes things, well, more realistic, which allows people to die from starvation normally, and trucks now actually stop when they run out of fuel, and so on and so forth. You catch my drift. Also, ore sorting. Very, very good machine, and it just makes so much sense, because without this, the trucks pick up the different multiple ores in the back of their pickup trucks, for example, and then kind of dish it out with their own kind of filter in the back of their pickup, for example. What the ore sorting machine does, it doesn't allow vehicles to sort in themselves and dump off coal in one and then iron in another and so forth. The ore sorts are basically, they have to throw all of their ore in there, and it gets, you know, organized and sorted with their own designated outputs. And that's what that is. And we're basically going to be starting a brand new game. And here, right here, I'm going to delete this one. And boom, this is my seed. So if you want to play along and all this kind of stuff, here is my seed. So we're going to click launch game, and we're going to jump straight in. And ding, we're in. Message center. There's lots of stuff to read here. If you're new to the game, I highly recommend giving this a big old read. But we have a few vehicles down here, which is ours. We have a nice little tree harvester, and we have 8 pickups down here. We also have a big ass ship. But I'm not going to talk about that right now, because, you know, the live stream Bitz, who's recorded all of this for you, will explain all of that. But this is the map. This is Dragon Tail Isle. It is one of the largest maps. Well, it is the biggest map, to be honest, as stated before. And you can already see there's lots of like, little ore and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to pass you over to live stream Bitz, and he's going to continue this because he did like 6 hours, 8 hours live streaming. I'm going to try and see how much we can get into this video and keep it nice and structured for you. But if you enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and also leave a comment, even if it's just emoji. And as always, keep smiling. I will see you in the next video, but live stream Bitz will see you in 2 seconds. Brand new game, train update. I'm not going to lie, this is probably the second playthrough I've done. I did start recording another playthrough, but I lost 10-12 hours because of me being a spoon. Just don't ask questions. But let's get rid of the stuff that wants our attention. Blast furnace, metal casting, smokestack, farm, diesel generator, waste collection, research lab, and then our pipes, molten panels, channels, molten connector, and pipe connector. Then our forest. Let's grab the coal, so we can grab this down now. Let's just whip them in. Let's get our tree harvester cutting away at this bunch. We are going to take this super slow because we could now hard lose. So I don't know how long this series is going to last for. It might be 2 days, might be 3 days. Who knows? Expect failure. So just expect failure. Right. So let's get 2 trucks assigned to you. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get a blast furnace down ready. So a blast furnace is going to provide me with 24 molten iron, and a metal caster requires 12. So we're going to put 2 of these down. 1, 2. Molten channel provides 120 throughput, which is more than enough. And I've just put this the wrong way. Fantastic Bitz. Starting great. You're starting great. Make sure you put things the right way. Already messed up. This is going to end badly. Okay, there we go. Now let's bring you around. Get you fed into there. And then split you off into there. We are going to need a smokestack attached to this. And then we've also got the slag that's being a... Oh, there's no slag in the byproduct of this, is there? So we don't need to dump that slag. Inside here, you're going to make my iron. Right now, you are going to use the scrap until we get the iron researched. And then we can start mining all of this iron over here. We are on the new map as well, which is a 22-kilometer Dragon Tail map. So it goes on for quite some time, as you can tell. So plenty of trains, if we get to that point, unless I hard lock this entire save very early on. So right now we need to produce iron. It is telling us to put a farm down. So let's grab a farm. And let's just kind of throw you in here, into this little gap. I do need to put down in fact, a smokestack to that coal generator, or that coal producer. I don't have any form of storage yet. However, I should really put down a research lab. Let's just throw that there. Waste collection. Let's throw you down, and then let's assign a waste area. And I'm going to do that over here, so we can get a harbor prepared. Oh, no, no, no. I want to make sure you're flat. That's long enough. That's good enough. So we'll get that building out there to dump all the trash and whatnot. Ding! So produce the iron, which is being done. And that'll get split. Iron production, collect reward. That's going to give us 50 fuel, 50 construction pieces, and some gears. So we've got to wait for the harvested potatoes now. Research construction. Let's go into the tech tree. Let's get construction lined up. Let's get maintenance, vehicles, trading dock. Definitely the tools after that. The beacon so we can bring in new people. And then concrete. And then basic diesel, and then captain's office. And then we'll leave it there for now. To be fair, I could just get the ship dock repair since that's up there and it's a dead end. So let's get that done. It's telling us to dump 20 waste, which we've already set. Wait for the first harvest of potatoes done. Research trading dock, which is going to get done eventually. So it's just a matter of a waiting game right now. Let's throw down a diesel generator. Let's get that in so we can get this powered. Waste dumping. Boom, done. Collect. Now the fuel will get dumped here so we can then get fuel. So we're now producing 800 kilowatts per every diesel generator. Still waiting for the harvest of that. What could we look at doing next? Oh, we got a food market on here. We do. It's just a matter of getting research done right now whilst we wait. Alright, construction pieces done. Let's collect the reward for that. 40 potatoes, 40 construction parts. And we got told to build an assembly. Build one assembly. I guess we'll get the construction parts being done in that. To be fair, I could get 2 of them down. I don't have storage yet. And then once we get the vehicle placed down, the vehicle maintenance, we will need to get maintenance parts. Let me redo this side up here, over here. Construction parts at the top. Alright, that's 2 assemblers down. Items are being delivered. So they'll get the bricks from the dockyard. We've got 40 in there. We've got 600 in there. And then we'll start making some construction parts. We've now got the maintenance down, so let's put one of you guys so we can get the vehicles repaired, which is going to be very important, especially for our realism difficulty right now. Let's collect the reward, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an assembler down here at the side of this, and let's get that going there. And we're going to get you to make mechanical parts. That's going to take 7.5 iron plates. You're taking 4.5. You're taking 4.5. That's 9. That's 16.5. Nice. Maintenance completes. Research beacon, which we've already got lined up anyway. Processing ore. Research vehicles, mining and farming, which is currently being done now. Research trading dock, which will be pretty soon. Enable iron recipe that uses iron ore in blast furnace. But we can't do that yet until we get the mining tower. Oh, we're good for food right now. 66%. We've just got loose storage. We've also got on the vehicle depot, which we're going to put down actually. Let's get the vehicle depot down. We've now got the ore sorting plant, the mine control tower, and the mining designation. So we're going to put down our ore sorting plant because we definitely need to put this down because we can't separate it. So for those of, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, this ore sorting plant never used to be really a thing. But as we all know, the trucks can store up to like multiple items inside the actual trailer. But then they'll have kind of like an automatic filter. And it doesn't make sense for them to filter out stuff by themselves. It needs to go into a sorting thing. So hence the reason we got this. I don't feel like I can play this game without this anymore. So we're going to put the sorting facility down. And then from here, we need a mine control tower. So we're just going to place that as well. And then a mining designation zone. But I should really do edit the area for this. So let's just kind of bring that over here. Stretch that around here. Whoops. I'll take it further around here. And right now we're just going to leave it as that. And then we're going to assign the mining designation. We're going to make sure that's on a flat surface. And then we're just going to cut straight in there. Like so. Bada bing, bada bosh. we have unit storages now, so I'm going to make sure that we have iron being stored. I'm actually going to put you this way and get the iron to go around the back. Yeah, and then I'm going to put a storage down here. So then when we do get conveyor belts, I can put you into there, then you straight into this maintenance building. And then all we'll need to do is send electronics here. Okay, with the ore sorting plant, add products. Let me just turn my speed down real quick. We're going to want iron, dirt, and rock. Bada bing, bada bosh. And then we're going to put down storage containers. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put the iron here and then you to be the rock. So then if I go into here and get my storage, we can see the iron's going to come out here from the left, which is okay. Wait, can I actually assign you to this one? We can. Okay, so we can get C and D to be iron. So I can put you as iron, you as iron. In fact, I'm going to put them up here. Then this can be the dirt and the rock. So this will be iron. This will be iron. This will be dirt, but make sure we empty it as well. Otherwise, the byproducts will get backed up. Rock. Bring that down. Vehicles. Let's get a excavator, 2 more vehicles. And then we're going to assign that to do mining. We don't have any form of belts yet. How's our research doing? We are currently researching the beacon right now. Let's put a trading dock down. Can I place you here? There must be a sweet spot somewhere. Boom. We got one. Let's get you down. Construct a new small excavator and 2 pickups. Yes, we're doing that. We have an ore. We have one right here. Once we get this up and running, we need to make sure that we set this to iron. Enable iron recipe yet. Research a beacon, which is about to get done. Build a housing attached to the Uric settlement. Okay. So let's get some new houses on here. And then we're going to need to build a beacon now. Beacon, beacon, beacon. Oh, let's add them there. And I've not even set this storage down to take in iron plates also. Beacon's up and running. We've got to wait for the first refugees for that. Trading dock is going to get built at some point. I think we're just waiting on the construction parts. We are also needing to store wood as well. So let's get a storage where the wood is. And let's turn you to wood storage. And that should be good on that front. We do have our excavator. We have 2 vehicles being made. Waiting for the materials to be delivered. Just waiting on the vehicle parts. So let's get this excavator underway. Let's get 2 vehicles assigned to that. And then let's remove this recipe and add the iron ore so we're not taking the scrap. And then he can start doing what he needs to over there. And then he'll put all of that ore into the ore sorting plant where it then gets sorted to where it needs to get to. And then once we're eligible, we'll do some U-shaped conveyors along here into the storage. Scoop them buckets. Scoop. Collect the rewards for the iron ore. 50 electronics, 100 construction pieces, and 50 vehicle parts. Purchase concrete slab from the iron. So we select the village. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Purchase some concrete slabs. Collect that reward. We've also just got that as well available to us. Research basic diesel, which is being started now. Build unit storage and assign it to construction parts. Which I thought I did, but I didn't. So let's assign new, and then add construction parts, and then that'll be another reward. We're currently doing basic diesel right now, so we've just got basic concrete. So what we could do, limestone, all these trees here. So I'm going to bring the limestone over here. Limestone, coal, and water. Let's get a kiln here. Let's get a water. Well, actually, we're going to need a lot of water storage. So let's get the water down with a pipe. Let's just get you up so the vehicles can still go under. Okay. Right, so you're going to have the coal in. So that means we are going to need loose storage and limestone needed. So we're just going to face you there and you there. You're going to be coal. You're going to be limestone. A smokestack on the front with then a storage container. If I had 3 parts, right, because that'd be plates, because even the plates, actually, no, you don't need to be over there. As long as we put this as wood and this is bricks, we could be able to eventually just pull this over to here and then into here, and then we can shift this around into these. Yeah, let's do that. So let's get all these built. Let's collect the rewards. Boop, boop. Diesel production. Establish limestone mine. So yeah, let's get that up and running now because we're going to need that. We've also got a fluid storage now. So I'm going to quickly remove this pipe, put a fluid storage down. Have I got enough room here? In fact, because if I was to connect you there, oh yeah, I can lift it. Okay. Then we need to do a limestone mine. So we've got limestone over here. So let's get another excavator, 2 more trucks, and then we'll get a mine control tower. We're going to edit your area and give us more radius of the lime, like that. Mining designation, and let's just start cutting away at this. Nice, let's get that built. And then you're going to deliver that lime over here. So let's not do that. We want to make sure, obviously you guys are full. We are making sure that these are being emptied, right? Yeah, you guys don't need it. Well, that's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Decided to put the farm directly on the oil. Beautiful. All right, let's get a farm. We'll put you down here. I was hoping we can make a small little gap in between them. Once I get them 2 up, I need to delete that farm. Assign the excavator 2 vehicles. That should be the limestone up and being produced now. The coal is still coming from here. We need to set up the diesel, which we'll do now actually. So let's get rid of that farm. So the oil pumps need, they make 20 per minute. The basic distiller needs 60. So 3 them. 1, 2, 3. We'll go in with a storage. And then we're going to need basic distiller. So that's going to need the oil. So I'll add you. Loose storage container here. You're going to be set to coal. You're going to be making fuel, wastewater, and exhaust. So we need to get a smokestack. We're going to need a fluid storage. We can just get you there with a pipe connected. Then we need to get a dump. Let's get you there. You dump at 60 per minute, and you're dumping 15 per minute. So I want pipe. I'm going to take this waste pipe up all the way up here. If I hold shift, it'll keep in a straight line. Get that dumped in there. Let's get that built. So that means now we've got fuel going into here, smokestack there, coal going to be going to this, oil going into here. However, I do need to get a pipe going from there to there though. You are going to require 60 oil. The pipe transports 60 per minute. And obviously you're going to be set to crude oil. So right now, with us having oil, that's going to be fuel sorted, which is good. I've got to remember and keep an eye on this oil because it will get depleted eventually. So we do need to bring it in via the cargo ship. Construction parts are down right now because we're building. We do have log storage here and here. This log and bricks are going to make the construction parts, but also require the iron plates from over here. When we do get to automation, we need to set you to be mechanical parts. Now that we've got that, we are making bricks. We just not have the limestone. We don't have the limestone because we're out of build area. Let me edit this area real quick. Let me just pull you down, pull you down. I didn't realize I actually put the mining area outside of the actual vicinity, the tower's vicinity. Build liquid dump near the shore and enable a recipe. Oh, I didn't enable a recipe on this, did I? Set recipes, wastewater. Produce concrete slabs, that's going to get done. I've just realized, in fact, I need a sorting machine. I need a sorting machine here. So what we're going to do, add product, limestone. You're going to be limestone, you're going to be limestone. Add another product, dirt and rock. Dirt and rock. Remove limestone from there. I'm going to need 4 storage, and we'll just add that to the side. That one's going to be rock. That one's going to be dirt. You're going to be iron ore, and so is that one. What I'm actually going to do is we're going to get this iron. We're going to duplicate it and place another one behind. But in fact, what I'm going to do is I am going to add a storage here, there and there. Then I'm going to assign you to be iron, assign you to be coal, make sure you're kind of full until we automate you. Yeah. And then we're going to control C, control V you. Yeah, let's just slow it down. Let's get some research going. Let's get copper refinements. Let's get the synthetic rubber. Let's just get the rest of these, in fact. And then we're going to be moving on to construction parts. So let's just get that in there. And then we're going to have everything unlocked until yellow construction parts, which will make sure we won't move on until we get the rest of the stuff. And then we want to try and go for conveyor belts and get them up and running first. Let's pause the beacon. Right, we are waiting on demand, so it's just a matter of waiting now. What I might do is... Oh yeah, we're waiting on the iron. Let's build the captain office, but I'm just going to leave it in build mode. So building connector rubber maker. Let's kind of get that planned out now. So a rubber maker needs fuel, also needs coal. We have a coal system here. It also requires fuel. So what I could do is I could just flip this. And if I was to do... if I was just to flip it like that and allow the fuel to come in this side. Wait, that way. That's the way I want. Yeah, like that, right? And then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to get a pipe to come from here to here to here. Take it over the entrances for that. Come around here and then into there. Okay, and then we need the coal will then come down here into there. And then you're going to be going to waste. You're going to be outputting 4 waste. You're currently going to be outputting 15. So we can get a pipe from here, take it up by 3, and then connect that up to that pipe like that. And that's connected to that waste out there. I need that connected up now though if possible. I've just realized we're kind of still relying on this coal plant here for, well, the logs for coal. I should really get you up, start working on the mine control tower over here and start grabbing this coal. That's what we should really be doing right now. Let me actually get the ore sorted down first. Let's get you down. Let's get you to do coal, dirt, and rock. Change you to your coal, and we're going to change you to rock, okay? And then the coal's going to be on the right. 1, 2. Then you guys over here. 1, 2. Then we're going to need a mine control tower, which we can just kind of do. Then we're going to need your zoning to be done. Right, let's assign the new market. And then let's remove this one. So I want to put another house spot there. So things are slowly coming together. Now they've got the coal up and running. Iron's up now. We've got double the iron now. In fact, our vehicles are now getting pretty busy. We need to get this pipe built so we can get the fuel up. As soon as we get to the yellow construction sites, we can get the belts. And that's going to reduce a lot of pressure off the trucks right now as well. I'm going to need a loose storage there. And a loose storage there. And then assign these to slag. Okay. Are we good for building right now? Can I start activating some other stuff? Because this pipe's up and running now. Which means we're getting rid of the waste. So we could get rubber up and running now. Rubber needs to make electrical parts. What was it? With copper. So if we was to get a copper set up, get that. But I'm going to build it over here. Yeah, so we need a blast furnace. Because copper requires 30 copper. And I'll put 24. That's going to go into a metal caster. That's going to need 2 of them. And then you're going to need 1. And I'm going to put your copper down here. So let's do you. And then metal caster. So then we need 2 of them. And then we need a copper electrolysis. And we're going to need that. We are going to need water. So I am going to put down a storage fluid buffer. And I'm going to connect that to there. Then we're going to do a storage here. We're going to need a smokestack there. We're going to need the molten channel. I've done this building the wrong way again, haven't I? Always do it the wrong way. I could have cut it. Oh, it's over here now. Then we get the molten. Let's get you, and then let's flip you and do that instead. Let's do that. Let's get 2 storage containers. You're going to be... Well, you're going to be copper. You're going to get pushed into there. You're obviously going to be making you. You're going to be making copper. Or you're going to smelt copper. You're going to send 24 down here. Each of you are going to consume 12 each. Then you're going to go into the electrolysis where you're going to need water. So I do need to get a water harvester. Something is in the way. Of course. 1 tree. Get you connected to that. That'll be copper then set up, which I think we are good to go. You need to be copper ingots. We want to make sure you get emptied. Actually, no, because we can put you into making it with rubber, right? So if we was to send the rubber from here and we was to put a storage container, if we was to put a storage container here and we was to assign this to be rubber, that means we can then put down an assembler here, and you can be making electronics, which in fact we could duplicate you and put you down. And I just realized that they are Mark 2s. We only need Mark 1s for now. So we was to do you as electronics, you as electronics, and then we will do a storage for said electronics. So then that's the copper setup there. Let's now we've got the construction pieces. Low diesel. We have low diesel. Why do we have low diesel? Why are you not making... Get coal in here. There we go. A little bit of coal come through. I need to get conveyor belts researched. I want to get them researched now, and then I want to get ready to get them that updated, especially into fuel. Fuel is where I need to automate first. I need to get that conveyor belt from... Well, I need to get coal from there into there. Boom, done. That's that sorted. This is where we got to just take things slow now, because any simple mistake or oversight could mess everything up. Wait, oh my god, Bitz. I didn't even assign these. Like that little mistake. Oh my god, I didn't even put... Oh my. I didn't even assign them. What a spoon. Yes. I'm a spoon. Sometimes it happens, but we can't afford it to happen. That's the problem. Conveyor belts is 30% research. We need to make sure that we have an assembler ready to make the tier 2 parts. And they're going to need these guys. And what else do they need? Tier 2 and electronics. Okay. So we can do that. We could do a storage here. We can set a recipe already set to you, yeah. You're going to be electronics. You're going to need electronics, which means I need to get my copper up before we can even do that. So I need to get all of this up before we even attempt to build them. Because to be fair, do I have any electronic pieces here? I do have 43, so I can make a couple. But if I've got this up, I also need the rubber up as well. So things are about to get busy. We have 100 workers, so we don't need to put another house down yet, or at all. And I've just realised that's my inputs. These are wrong. Assembler. We'll go here. And then a storage container here. The rubber from here will get delivered to... I don't have a storage for it. So I should... No, I do have a storage for it. I have it down here. No. Do I? Here. Yeah, rubber here. So rubber will get delivered to there. Rubber will get delivered here with copper to make electronic parts in these two, which will get stored here. This will then get picked up and then delivered over here, which then construction parts 1 and electronics will make construction parts 2, which allows me to then build belts with. So we've now got the research done. We just need to get these, and then once we get that, we can get the iron to come over here. We can get all these automated so we don't have to wait for trucks, because right now we are in a decline of construction parts. That's because, yeah, we've got quite a bit building, but the trucks are busy moving stuff. They might not be able to deliver the bricks from here, because even though it's right there, bricks, wood, and thingy. So there's the bricks, there's the wood. Just need to put in a belt in there. To be fair, I built this, but I've not even got the copper mine up. Oh my god. Which means sorting building needs to be done. What I'm going to do, in fact, is I'm just going to get this one. We're going to copy that, and we're just going to place this here, like that. And then what this is going to be, you're going to be that, but then you're going to be copper. You're going to be copper. In here, you're not going to be coal, because you're going to be copper instead. You're going to be copper. Remove you from there. With you, edit the area. We're just going to move you up. Get you done there. Get a mining designation. Whoop. We're just going to do that. To be fair, I should make all of that for flatten this all ground. Alright, copper's ready to go. We need to get you up, which means I also need another excavator. Okay, we've got electronics being made. We want these to be the primary ones. Disable truck import for the new diesel storage. Build another assembler to produce vehicle parts. We've got quite a few jobs right now. Are you needed right now? Because vehicle parts are mainly to purchase new vehicles. Collect reward. Extra fuel and some cement. Establish copper ore mining and stock copper. Yeah, that's being done. Produce copper, that's being done. Build another assembler to produce vehicle parts. Okay, let's do this. Let's just get this. It's not going to get built for a little bit. Vehicle parts, what does that need again? Vehicle parts just need... They need mechanics and electronics. So they need electronics here, and they need mechanical parts, which are over here. You're over here. So if I was to do another assembler here, and your output is that side. So if I was to do you, and then was to also to do a storage here for electronic parts, and we was to do that, that will mean I will do you there. You're going to be vehicle parts. You're going to be electronics. We want to bring you up to same as the other one. You're going to be set to vehicle parts. Can we get this to be urgent, please? That'll be fantastic. So I'm going to guess my vehicle's done. It is. It's ready and waiting. Let's get you manually moving over here now so you're ready. So truck's probably going to beat you there. Oh, there is the last truck. Look at that. Timing. Now you've got a place to build. Boom. Enjoy, dude. Get mining. We are not producing rubber just yet because you need coal. Again, we need conveyor belts. Once we get conveyor belts, we're going to burn through. So we're going to make so many materials. So now that we've got copper being mined, well, we'll have in a minute once he starts flattening that ground. So if I set him as a priority to do copper right now, he'll focus on grabbing a bit of copper. There's still no copper in that. On that layer. Right, we've got the conveyor belts, but we can't build them because we need pieces of yellow construction parts. Not enough maintenance. Oh, you need electronics. Whoops. Not good. That does mean then, because you're going to need electronics here. You're going to need electronics for 6. That's going to be 2. Okay. Right, first up. Let's get you into there. Let's get the first belt. You brought... What? Why did you only... Why did you only bring one? Oh, you need rubber. Oh, sugar. Oh, there you go. That's that done. Now, we get this to there. And now we can automate rubber. Let's make... Oh, I didn't want to pause that. That's the rubber in there. So now, that'll be rubber automated. Nice. Fuel's now sorted. That's jobs eliminated. Vehicle jobs eliminated, I should say. Now, I need to put a storage here and get you into there. You're going to be rubber. And this will start easing the pressure off the trucks now as well. You get parts back when you delete a building. Only a certain percentage. You don't get the full amount. I think now we can disable this. I'm going to remove it, in fact. Oh my god, if I wanted to get that in there, that's what it will look like. That's a lot of pieces. I'm going to have to change this. Yeah, I'm going to have to change the this up. I'm going to have to go that there. Will you go into there? You're going to go along here to there. Yeah, you're going to have to do that. You know what? I'm going to utilize the same coal. I could utilize the same water as well, maybe. I need to move this back. I'm going to do 2 of them. Might as well. Into one water container. So if I was to do a fluid storage now. And then I was to do 2 drain collectors. So then I just need to get the pipe to be exactly here. Then we're going to have 2 brick stations up. I'm out of power. I'm out of power. I'm out of power. I'm out of power. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 you don't. No, 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 no. Alright. Set to 15. Alright. We have power back. I need more machine parts being made. I'm making 48. You need 7.5. How many are we making here? 12, 24. I'm gonna get 3 of these being built. I want you to be making mechanical parts. Actually, I'm gonna do it from this side instead. Because this has got easier access over here. So now we can get this done on this side. Which also means you need mechanical parts as well, right? Yeah. Okay, get them lined up so they're ready. Keeping an eye on everything else. Fuel's good. Repairs are good.